For whatever reason that I can't begin to explain, my very being decided that it wants to watch all the lovely films that probably didn't age well. I'm talking about the ones that can't be made by today's standards. And I'm having a blast. One of these films being Rush Hour. And conveniently, it's a childhood classic, so I'm all for it. Does anyone know why they decided on the name though? It doesn't feel like they're rushing or houring. Also, did you know that this film had diverse characters that aren't white? I know. Shocking. This movie was both ahead of its time and behind on the times. At the same time, I'm actually doing this intro before actually watching the movie, so spoilers ahead, and this video is not for the faint of heart if you are easily triggered, so you have been warned. Also, just a side note that the past 3 weeks has been absolutely crazy on my end, so I wasn't able to like put together any videos for anybody. I really wanted to though, but I really wasn't getting any time. So to the 5 of you that's been waiting on my videos, I love you. I appreciate you and thank you for waiting. We're back on track, so let's go. The movie opens up in China with Jackie doing a drug bust, and this guy immediately wanted him to square up. But Jackie wasn't budging, so he runs away. My boy's out here soloing everyone, but Broski ends up getting away. It ended up being a success though, as they were able to disband them and recover artifacts from China's history from like 5,000 years or so not that long ago. And well, this guy, who's the consul, and his daughter are moving across to America, and she's very salty and very violent that Inspector Lee isn't going with them. He gives her a necklace and she immediately gets over it. Okay.
This is cancer.
Cut over to America and we see Carter trying to do his own bust, but it goes horrendously bad. Thanks to these lovely officers.
Man, stop it! I got C4 in the trunk!
You know, I really wonder if he thinks Carter can actually hear him. Anyways, big pee-pee explosion and we're back at the consul's daughter.
Just Rush Hour.
Is that really how they got the name? Bro tries to get her, but she puts up a fight surprisingly, but it was all in vain in the end. So they break the news to Consul Han, and they try to reassure him he'll get his daughter back, but he insists on having one of his own join them on the stage. I wonder who that could be.
We the most hated cops in all the free world. My own mama ashamed of me. She tell everybody I'm a drug dealer.
Wow. Okay, so the FBI actually does not want to deal with a foreigner coming down and potentially causing an international crisis. So they basically want to get somebody to babysit him.
And who would want such a bullshit assignment?
I wonder whomst. I can see why they hired Chris Tucker. The guy is so extra and I love it so much.
And I don't need any help from the LAPD or some Chungking cop. You got it?
Wow. Well, why don't you say how you really feel? Frick.
You understand the words
that are coming out of my mouth? Why do I have that here? Why do I have this here?
First I get a boo assignment, now Mr. Rice-A-Roni.
NANI? Wow. Well, here we go. You know, I'm not entirely sure why he didn't just say he spoke English the entire time. Like, was it just a troll? Man is a next level troll. They head to Chinatown to get some intel.
I'll be right back. You might see one of your cousins walking around here.
Oh my god. Alright, cool. Anyway, so Jackie is worse than a dog. He can't even listen to instructions and he just disappears. Only for Carter to see him on a bus. I mean, to be fair, he did say he wanted to go see Consul Han, but the FBI told Carter not to carry him there, like, anywhere near there, so... conflict of interest, my guys. And just when he catches up to him, his ego gets the best of him and Jackie dips again.
FBI, I need this motorcycle.
Wait, man. Get off.
Oh god. Actually, I really love how Chris Tucker delivers his stuff. I really do. Anyways, he catches up to him and learns he actually speaks English when the taxi driver pulls up on them.
I like to let people talk who like to talk. It makes it easier to find out how full of they are.
Yeah. What he said.
They don't like you. I don't like you.
I'm here for the girl.
The girl don't like you. Nobody likes you.
Wow. He didn't have to rub it in.
Look, you can back me up. When we get in here, follow my lead and do what I do.
Okay, so keep this little information in mind.
What's up, my nigga?
What's up?
Because it will come in handy in a little bit.
The prophecy is true.
Something awakened inside of him. Okay, so turns out Carter is actually related to this guy who was doing some very, very sketchy stuff and gets some info but not a name. Meanwhile with Jackie...
What's up, my name? What did you just say?
Honestly, I can't really blame him for following instructions. Like, maybe he didn't even know what it meant. Maybe. Alright, good. Nice, good job. Good job, guys. But honestly though, he really does find himself in some unnecessary fights. And it's even more surprising that none of them had any guns, but I guess it wouldn't be as entertaining. More shenanigans play out and now Jackie is at the Chinese embassy by himself and just alarms everyone there for no real reason. Again.
I think there has been a misunderstanding.
It's alright.
Carter finally shows up.
I said go yourself.
You take your little sensitive ass up there and let me in. Get out of the way!
So now the FBI has to put up a front in front of the consul that Carter and Jackie are actually on the case.
Agent Russ, maybe this is a good time to tell the consul the details of my assignment.
And Carter is enjoying it to the fullest. And as soon as he picks up the phone, it's the nappers on the other line. Bing bang boom, they want $50 million tonight by 11 p.m. in exchange for the girl. Usual napper stuff. Carter managed to keep him on the line long enough for them to trace the call. But it was a setup, and Jackie was actually trying to warn them not to go in the building like a bunch of fools. Was that guy part of the operation? I can't remember. But why was this guy just chilling around though? Anyways, we're on a chase now. I don't know why that was so funny, to be honest. Look at this guy's focusing face. Hey, are you okay? Oh yeah, sorry, that's just my focusing face. Oh wow, it looked like you were angry with someone. Yeah, it gets like that sometimes. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta put some socks on. Okay, you do that. Bro trips and drops a thing that Jackie picks up. And somehow they end up with just a limp from a fall like that.
I messed up my suit.
And Wilbur escapes. So they head over to this girl named Johnson for help and they get a lead on it.
And I'm sorry about spreading all those rumors on Christmas about us sleeping together. I'm sorry.
You what?
I can see why he's a laughing stock.
Didn't I turn my back that time when you bought that bag of weed?
I was splitting it with you.
Wasn't he the same one that was getting ascended from it
That's just nothing but cigarette.
This cig of weed!
and schooling a guy for smoking one? Anyways, their lead brings them back to this guy from earlier. How the hell did he survive that explosion? I have no idea.
I don't care what you heard. I don't know anything about a little girl.
I got a big mouth, Clyde.
He really does. Carter is lucky Jackie was there every time because somehow he manages to soften this guy's heart to give him some information. They finally got a name. Juntao.
Y'all! You sound like a karate movie, y'all!
Wow. I guess it isn't only white people who doesn't have rhythm. Never mind. Conveniently enough, it's time for the money exchange at the same location. I hope things don't go wrong here.
No punk bitch! I ain't no punk bitch neither! I'm no punk bitch!
Carter makes friends everywhere he goes, it seems. Okay, so Carter got eel and Jackie got camel's hump. I've never had either, but I'd be a lot more reluctant to try it. I guess that's why Carter faked eating it. He didn't even swallow, by the way. Carter goes in like a crazy person asking for Juntao, and that startles everyone, as it probably would. What? Dun dun dun. Who's this guy again? So one of the girls tried to poison the tea for Jackie, but conveniently enough, her wearing the necklace Jackie got for the little girl saved him. So good for that. They bring Carter upstairs to kill him, but they basically end up just bullying him. And well, Jackie comes to his rescue and they barely manage to escape. And they're left with a limp again. I think this movie should be renamed to Limp Hour. The other FBI agents aren't too pleased to see them, I wonder why. They tell Carter he's off the case and they want to send Jackie back to Hong Kong. I mean, honestly, they're pretty lenient on them considering they actually just butchered the entire operation.
It was all my fault.
It's a little too late for apologies, sir.
You know, I'd assume as a parent, having that hope that your daughter is almost home, having these two fools completely jeopardize the whole thing, I would have been in a whole different mindset. So major props to Consul Han for keeping his calm about the whole thing. Then they get an updated call with an updated ransom of $70 million. Wow, that's a big number. I don't even have $70.
Whatever. Suyang!
Like I said, mad props to Consul Han. MVP of the movie. Now Backstabber showed up to help, I guess, or something.
I'm sorry.
Are you on drugs?
Appropriate response. Anyways, he asks her to get some info about where the consul will be tonight because he wants to make things right with the little girl. You know, I think it's nice that he's grown so much over the course of this movie.
What color panties you got on?
Carter sneaks onto the plane as a plane engineer, really not sure what that's called, to stop Lee from leaving on the plane.
Now my supervisor said, Willie, go on down there and fix that plane, put that alternate on that plane, don't let that plane leave.
But I don't know, I think he could get his point across with a lot less words to use. But that's just my opinion. Damn, that was a heavy conversation between the two of them about Carter's dad, but it worked to convince Lee to come back on the case. So that was good. Apparently, Juntao was the most powerful crime lord in Southeast Asia, and he went after the girl because Consul Han and Jackie both took down a lot of his assets from earlier in this movie, mind you. And look at that face! This man is out for blood.
My advice to you is pay the money.
Just say you're the bad guy and get it over with. Jeez. Now it's time for the final drop-off.
Priceless pieces of Chinese culture. Anything gets damaged.
Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing gonna happen to none of this stuff.
Oh god. Carter recognizes Backstabber from the restaurant, so he's actually very sharp. I'll give him that.
Please exit the building as soon as possible. Do you hear what I just said? Get your shit and go out the door.
At least he got the job done. Now Bro is revealed to be Juntao, and he's salty about his stuff being taken, so he wants to get paid in full. Good luck. Carter manages to sneak away and go to Suyong, that's a little girl, but he can't remove the vest because it will so he decides to drive the van into the building. Carter might be very smart or an absolute maniac. So fun fact, Johnson here was actually training for the entire movie so far to disarm explosives, but she's been failing. So it's all on her now to disarm this one. No pressure. Well, these men were useless. And well, remember this line?
Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing gonna happen to none of this stuff.
Yeah. Did she really just guess? Anyways, they get the vest off, but it can still be triggered via the remote. So...
I know that ain't the bomb. Yeah, take it over this time.
Oh, I love Carter. Oh gosh.
I've been looking for your sweet and sour chicken ass.
Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. Just a little bit. Bro hits him the same line Carter told him back at the restaurant.
If you gonna kill me, put the gun down, fight me like a man.
Put your gun down. Fight like a man.
Fight like a man. Well, that was disappointing. I thought they were gonna fight. Okay, so wouldn't he still be within the blast radius? Why?
What a smart man. I'm surprised he's never been caught.
Woo! You know he did.
Ouch. Ha 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 ha. You sure he won't just have a limp? Carter's quick with the thinking for this one.
Man, what the hell you doing?
Being polite.
Well, next time be polite to my nuts.
You want him to kiss your nuts? The day is saved! And Jackie gets his thanks by getting hit in the nuts. These blokes show up at the airport to tell Carter that he did a great job and he can join the FBI if he wants.
I got an idea. Why don't y'all take that badge and shove it up your ass?
Wouldn't pay be better though? Carter and Jackie head back to Hong Kong for vacation and well, that's the movie. Okay, so that was excellent. damn. You know, I was expecting way more racist jokes than it actually had. And I don't know, to me it just seems like people just take like 1 or 2 small clips and then just overhype it and overblow it out of proportion. But anyways, it actually held up really well, and the chemistry between Jackie and Chris was actually very good. Apart from the usual Jackie action scenes, the story was actually really good, and like it was very compelling at the same time, and like it had a lot of heart in it as well, so you can really see how the two of them ended up bonding over the course of the movie. It was actually a pretty refreshing watch, and I can see why it ended up getting 2 more sequels after that. So I'm sure I'll be covering that soon enough. But that's it from me for now. If you like this video, you can probably go check out my other videos, or even subscribe if you like. Thanks for watching.